Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Big Bird. I'm just checking with you, man. Just giving some light and apologies from my last video about Hurricane Harvey. Talking about it wasn't shit. I was completely wrong. It was a motherfucker. It fucked us up. I mean, if you saw, like, I think everybody in the country, in the world saw the picture. We looked like New Orleans. We looked like New Orleans did during Katrina and shit. I mean, it was fucking horrendous. I think they said estimate 1 trillion gallons of water basically came down on Houston and the outer surrounding areas. So it was very, very, very crucial. Actually, I was a dumbass, man. I was actually my work called me to work on, I think, on Monday. I'm mistaken, like around Monday. So, like a dumbass, I went out there, I'm thinking, well, I'm in the big rig. I probably can get out. I could probably manage the water and everything. Let me tell you, when you're riding in this shit at night, no fucking buddy can go through that shit. I mean, and I learned the hard way. I had to get rescued. So, yeah, it's very bad, man. A lot of houses got flooded. Right now, there's some bullshit right now. I mean, I know the reservoirs are, they said that some of the dams around the surrounding area, especially North Harris County, got a lot of water and it could break the dams that are releasing water. So there's at least about 100 subdivisions that's getting flooded. But they're actually saving like 10 other subdivisions. But they're very rich, wealthy subdivisions. Like these are like $1 million plus homes. So it's kind of like a bullshit to it. You know what I'm saying? There's some bullshit to it as well, I think. But they're saying it's a relieve pressure. But I think one of the levees broke. One of the bridges collapsed as well, somewhere on the west side, West Houston area. So I mean, it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna go too much on it, but yeah, my prayers go to everybody in Houston. I'm here, so I definitely understand the destruction and the devastation it caused. But a lot of people, a lot of family helping each other out. So that's definitely a big up to my Houston. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Shout out, shout out to my man Money Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, for the victory on Friday. I think on Saturday. Saw the fight. It was great, man. Epic. A lot of McGregor fans crying their asses out, man. I knew. Look, I put money on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I won. It came out the money, man, too. So, it was a great fight, man. I mean, like I said, man, first couple rounds, McGregor, gave a little bit of run for his money, but he tired out. That, like I said, man, I mean, UFC can probably go to boxing, but they don't. It's an endurance right there. You know what I'm saying? There's certain rules you can't do. You can't do the grappling. You can't do the choke out. You got to do straight box. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. Like I said, McGregor was going into that UFC mode a few times during the fight. They had to break it up. So he said he couldn't catch his second win. I said, dude, if you don't have your endurance up, you ain't gonna never catch a second win. So you can catch a second win in UFC, but also too, you're out to punish your victim, but you're out to also decapacitate them as well. Boxing, you gotta have a strategy. I don't think McGregor really had a strategy coming in that fight. He thought he was just gonna brute strength and knock Mayweather out. So I mean, he was definitely highly mistaken. Also too, man, I got a story, man, about I think it's in Georgia, man. I think Mrs. Jones, they're both state Congress, I think senators or representatives. I think they're representatives in Atlanta. I think in Georgia, and I think they came to blows yesterday about the removal of the Confederate. Look, man, majority of the population don't really want those suckers moved. And that's over 50% when I did in the poll. So, I mean, Yeah, I mean, you have some people on the left that's talking about, but really, I think a lot of people generally don't want those monuments moved. So I think one of the dude named Spencer, he told a black woman that was one of the representatives well out there in Georgia. Her name is Jones. You know, you could come up if you want to, but you might be missing. So he was basically giving her heat, like you will be killed. You will be killed or dealt with accordingly. So that was that's pretty for a state representative. You know what I'm saying, in a government, giving that type of threatening warning is very, very take heed to precaution. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what and when he said it, he tried to say it in the third person. But when he said it, he directly told her, like, you will be killed. You know what I'm saying? This is, we're not playing around with you guys. Like I said, man, I know there was another rally, I think somewhere in Cali. One of a white supremacist took out his gun in the rally and shot at somebody. The crazy shit about it was there was police everywhere. They did not move. They did not upper hand the guy right away. They kind of just let the dude talk shit, put his gun back in his holster, and kept marching. So that lets you know a lot of police officers, I ain't saying a majority of them, a majority of them. There's probably a minority that don't condone with that shit at all, but you have a lot of white supremacists in the police force. You know what I'm saying? The feds already said they infiltrated it, so just let you see how the police is handling a lot of these groups with kid gloves. I mean, come on, man. It's right in the wall. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very dangerous time. And, you know, you got a government that's not in your favor, or in my favor. A lot of people say, well, there's a lot of white people that's condemning and getting rid of, and that's good, but it's something. But you gotta admit, white supremacy is normally as I call organized racism. There's a code system. There's a coded system in place. The people that don't go off a code, they get dealt with and they get punished accordingly because they're getting off a code. So when you do have some white people that lashing out against these neon fashions and extremists, they're going in on these people because these people are off code and they're already spilling out their agenda. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much the truth, the real meaning of white supremacy, organized racism. So you gotta take heed to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it's a real scary time for being a black person. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be on code. Man, shout out to Tariq. You know what I'm saying, man? Do his thing. Speak that truth. Shout out to Cynthia G. Thank you for following me on Instagram. Hey, much love. You know, shout out to my man Angel Ramirez. You know, keep shouting the truth. Oh yeah, I definitely want to shout out to definitely want to put some light on that Joel Osteen bullshit, the interview that he gave. That was bullshit. He's a fucking fraud. All he is to me is a motivation speaker, but that's all he is to me, is a motivation speaker. He don't really talk he do talk the talk, but he don't fucking walk the walk. He walked the walk, you gotta fucking basically twist his goddamn arm. Actually, I drove near his fucking Lakewood church. I live in Houston. The fucker was pretty much dry like a motherfucker, and it's up. It's actually elevated. So, yeah, man, everybody have 1,000% right to go in on his fraud goddamn lying ass, and he's a thief. So, man, shout out to Charlemagne. It's only gonna be a few times I do shout outs to him, but shout out to Charlemagne, give him Donkey Day and blasting his ass on National Syndicate Radio, man. Let the world know that motherfucker is not what he is. But I'll hit you guys up on another video, man. I'm gonna put a link in the bottom about that Georgia. Name is Spencer. With the threats. It's about the Confederate monument. So I'll definitely get you guys back in there. And everybody used to stay safe, man. I'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, one.